more realistic than not. Considering most parents will be like, "Oh no, everything is fine. You're great. You'll grow up to be such a big superstar." You can, but it needs to work with you. You can't just say it and do it.
So you're saying that parents need to tell their children the truth about life?
Yeah.
You think that parents sometimes lie?
Oh, absolutely. You look a parent in the eye and tell them and ask them if they never lied to their child once. Every single parent has lied to their child.
Starting with Santa Claus. Oh, did I say that?
Could tooth fairy and all that. I understand, they want to get the childhood memories, and that's fine. That's kind of like the arbitrary stuff. But I just mean for the more impactful themes and such. It's a good example. The big controversy on the participation trophies, if you've ever heard of that.
Uh-huh.
How the older generation despises those participation trophies. They're saying they're useless, they're a waste, they don't do anything but give them an unwarranted sense of like satisfaction and an unwarranted sense of like involvement. He's saying you lost. That's the point. You're supposed to feel upset. You're supposed to feel that drive and motivation to do better. That's part of the whole idea of losing, especially when you get off into life. There are no participation trophies. You don't apply to college. You don't apply for a job, and they'll be like, "No, we're sorry, we can't give you the position, but here's a trophy anyway." It does not work like that. If you lost, then you got to get to step and hit the bricks. They don't need you. You're out. Sorry. There's no participation trophy in life.
Oh, so, ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined in, introduce the show.
Well, yes, of course. I'm Andrew Coates here, coming at you with Behind the Mic, the series we have here where we discuss what we did today on the radio, Behind the Mic. I'm Andrew Coates, of course, and today for Quest Community Vibrations, I went over space, where no one can hear you scream.
I see dead people.
Points for whoever knows that.
I see dead people.
So we went over space and a couple of the famous black astronauts, Guy Bluford and Robert Lawrence Jr. They were the first black astronauts to go into space, to be selected and go into space. Then we mentioned Mae Jemison, of course, probably the most famous African American astronaut, the first African American female astronaut. So that was very interesting. But then we were talking about participation trophies and telling the truth.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna go to that and help you out there, audience, ladies and gentlemen in the audience. The saying goes, "The truth hurts only once, but a lie lasts a lifetime." So, are there any adults out there? Are you hurt that there's no Santa Claus now?
In all honesty, I never did believe in Santa Claus. Mostly because my mom didn't. She didn't play it up. I would openly see my presents. I would tell mom what I want. She would wrap them up. Sometimes I would help her. I knew that Santa Claus was a thing. I knew that people believed in Santa Claus for fun, but I never did. I remember my great-grandma used to call us up from North Carolina, and she would be like, "So, Andrew, do you believe in Santa Claus?" And I'd say, "No, he's fake. I don't believe in Santa." And she was like, "Oh, my goodness, oh, my Lord." And then mom would be like laughing, like, "Andrew," and I'd be like, "I don't. He doesn't come for the presents. We get the presents and wrap them up for Christmas." I always thought that's how it is. I knew Santa was a thing, but I knew he was fake. It was real growing up like that.
There was a discussion had on New Year's. Why do we celebrate? Oh, yeah, and you answered that question during New Year's, actually, why we celebrate New Year's, and it's based on the Roman calendar, right?
Oh, yeah, it was a Roman calendar. It is just a celebration of a new year. Really,
So
not much change
the discussion was had, arguments were won and lost, that New Year's should really be representative of the season of spring. Because during spring, isn't it renewed where plants are budding and greenery is turning green?
Yeah, it's true. Well, I'm trying to think back on
Isn't that more symbolic naturally? Isn't that nature's way of saying it's a new year, it's a new season during springtime? I'm just asking you.
I would say so, and I believe if I remember correctly, it was around the springtime when most cultures had their New Year's. It was when the snow melted, everything was cool, and they're like, all right, here's a new year. It's a new year, a new me. They would start all the planting and things, and then the harvest would come in by fall. So I certainly agree with that. Like, it makes more sense to have it in during spring, but I honestly couldn't give you an answer as to why we celebrate it now in January. My guess would be simply for convenience, because January is the first month, so of course you have the first right there.
Based on the Roman calendar.
I remember it was Julius Caesar that was the first to put January 1st as the first because on their calendar they used to put it like around the middle. So yeah, probably closer to spring. Different cultures they had it around the middle. It wasn't necessarily the 1st of January, the 1st of any month. They would have it whenever spring came around, or whatever time was best for them. But that was Julius Caesar that was the first to just put it at the beginning of the calendar. So it could be traced back to that. Maybe it was just for simple convenience. So kind of like a universal way to show New Year's instead of every culture celebrating it all at different times.
Yeah. Dick Gregory would always say you can't go against universal laws and rules. And universal laws and rules are things like spring, the season, blooming. It's clear. It's clear that's a new season, symbolic of a new year, no matter what you do, right? Anyway, we live in a society of contradictions where even you were a little confused for a moment, not really confused, where you said, okay, well, a lie is okay sometimes. And a lie is never okay, anytime. But we live in a land of contradiction. Okay? Where you're being told one thing, but it's actually the other. Don't look at those nasty pictures over there. And then you go to TV and they're, oh, I got my copy of the magazine. You get yours. It's okay. Double standard.
It's true.
Right. Be careful out there, ladies and gentlemen.
Be real careful. And with that, I believe it's time to wrap everything up. Thank you very much for watching Behind the Mic. Of course, this will be posted on YouTube, so please watch it there. Please like, follow, not follow, please like and subscribe, comment. Put anything you want in the comments. We'll respond to you. You can find us on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. The handle of all, which is Questyouthradio. Click all the buttons that are good for us. You can call us at our phone number, 973-692-6035. You can leave a voicemail or a text message telling us how we did today on the show and for Behind the Mic. And you can watch us on our website, questyouthradio.com. There's plenty of good stuff up there. And finally, of course, you can always find us live on the radio station, channel 89.5 FM, 89.5 FM, every single Saturday, 9:30 to 10 in the AM. Thank you guys for watching, and stay conscious.
Streaming live on WSOU.net, 89.5 FM.